Hi, I'm Jackie Thelian, and welcome to Key Coding Tips. Today we're going to be talking about some of the changes to CPT 2014. CPT in 2014 has a total amount of changes of 329. They include 175 new codes, 107 revised codes, and 47 deleted codes. Now I know what you're thinking. When you get your new CPT book, you go right to the new codes for your particular section. But it's equally as important to look at those revised codes. That's where you're going to find changes in the verbiage to some of the codes that you're using, and you'll determine a few things. Either the code that you've been using you can no longer utilize, or a code that you haven't utilized you can, and equally as important, sometimes that radiological guidance will now be packaged or bundled within that code and will have an impact on your reimbursement. Many of the code changes for 2014 will take place within the Gastroenterology section, which is going to receive a complete overhaul. Orthopedics, Cardiology, and Neurology will also see a fair amount of changes. Evaluation and Management section, this year we see only 4 new codes, but they refer to interprofessional, telephonic, Internet assessment and management services provided by a consultative physician, and this will include a verbal or written report to the patient's treating or requesting physician or qualified healthcare professional. That's a mouthful, but as you can see, a lot of the new services that are being added into the E&M section actually speak to the electronic age. More and more are happening through Internet services. These 4 new codes are time-based. Cardiology, this section has a minimum of 19 new procedure codes, 5 of which are for peripheral stenting, which now include the radiological supervision and interpretation. You might want to check these out because this will have an impact on your reimbursement. There are 8 codes added for FEVR, which is nice because last year they were Category 3 codes, so they now made their way into the Category 1 section. We have 4 new codes for vascular embolization or occlusion. These codes also include the supervision and interpretation, so you might want to check these out. We'll have more information on the relative value units for these services as we get closer to 2014. The GI section gets a complete overhaul. The section includes 26 new codes, 41 revised codes, and 17 deleted codes. Your scopes will now be selected based upon the type of scope, and additional changes were made to CPT codes for the EGDs, ERCPs, and your enteroscopy codes. Your nervous system, once again, we're going to see changes made to the chemodenervation codes for the destruction of the neck, the trunk, extremity, and muscles. These are all deleted for 2014. We have 8 new replacement codes. Instead of reporting CPT code 64614, you're now going to have 4 parent codes and 2 add-on codes of which to select. CPT code 64642 is chemodenervation of 1 to 4 muscles in one extremity, and then you'll have your add-on code of 64643 for each additional extremity, 1 to 4 muscles. Musculoskeletal, we see the shoulder getting completely reorganized. We have shoulder codes that are going to be deleted for the removal of foreign body. 3 codes are added to identify the foreign body removal from a prosthesis. The elbow will also get a revision. CPT code 24160 and 24164 specify removal of a prosthesis and include the debridement and synovectomy as components. 2014, we're going to see a lot of bundling of codes, so you really need to check these codes out because they will have an impact on your reimbursement. The bundled codes will be mostly for breast biopsy procedures that now include the imaging guidance, the placement of one or more localization devices, and the imaging of the specimen. There will be new codes to identify the placement of clips and other breast localization devices without biopsy or during aspiration procedures. 2014 will bring many changes, not only with CPT codes, but also with the implementation of ICD-10-CM. So remember to stay updated and subscribe to Key Coding Tips. Thank you for watching.